Hey, blessings to you this morning. Wanda from GNR Bee Farm Homestead. Hey, I'm just sitting here. I'm having a good cup of coffee this morning and went down to the basement area this morning, was putting in a load of laundry, and I was like, man, when you just know something is off. I smelled, it didn't like stink, but you knew it was different. So I'm like, wow, what is that? And we have our basement is finished, so we have I made a space down there because it's cooler down there for all of our canning and harvesting jars that we do for the season. So this is where I put them, and we've been doing it for over a year now. Well, about 2 years, I guess. I mean, I do hot bath a lot, but just started pressure canning, you know. So last year was my first year. So this year I'm like, okay, we're going to do more, and which is a blessing. And we're learning so much on the homestead on how to can different things. Well, I already know how to can green beans, string beans. So this was done about, I'd say, almost 2 weeks ago. Did it in the pressure canner, did all what I was supposed to do, and, cleaned my jar, labeled my jar. This was from the third batch that I got from the garden. So I said, oh, well, we'll do these for soup and stews, because they're a little bit bigger. And, I mean, they're not as tender as the first batch you get. So, but you still keep them. You still do them. So, anyway, I'm like, oh, okay. So look, I processed them. They look nice, right? Look good. Okay. Flat. It's sealed, right? I'm like, okay, we're all good. Put them all downstairs. And then when I went down there this morning, I'm like, there's something different. So I went into my in my room that I have my jars on the shelf. And I just went over to look at them, and let me move this over. So I just started inspecting my jars. I have quite a bit of jars of string beans that I've done over the past month. So I checked this particular jar. It was out in front. Even though I couldn't, the room smelled like that smell, like something had been open or had air in it. So I found this jar, and this is what, I'm going to give you a close look at, what I saw. So look. I want you to look around the rim of the jar. Okay? So I'm going to do it slow so you can pay attention. Look at that jar. What? I'm like, what is that? Hanging around the seal. Okay? Look, it goes all the way. Not all the way around. Just part. Look. And then when you get to the back side, right? You never know what you're going to find in your canning room, where your stuff is stored. So, on this jar, but look. How about that? It's upside down. They look good, but you know what? I don't think they're good. And this right here tells me, even though it's sealed here, I think it's siphoned in the canner. Now I'm not the most professional canner. I'm still learning. But this will be my guess that this jar, even though it's popped and sealed, I still say that it's siphoned out and it formed that around the lid. So, and that was the only jar down there that did that. So, what do you think? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I need a drink. So I just wanted to come on and show you and you know, see what your thoughts were, because this is a first for me. You know, because we're learning every day when we can something, you know, and this is my first. Actually, this is my first year using my my Presto canner, pressure canner, which is doing fine. So if you, have you ever, my question is, have you ever had a jar, processed jar, sealed jar, do that? And if you have, what do you think it is? Do you think it was, that it was, I don't know. I don't know if it would just, it baffles me. So I'm just on here to find out so we can all learn from, I know I'm not keeping this jar. So I'm going to open the jar because I know I'm not going to keep it. Actually, I brought a container, an empty container. I keep my Folgers cans for lots of things, but today I'm going to put these green beans in there. I'm going to open them and see if they smell sour. About, you know, because 2 weeks ago I probably did those. So this tells me that, you know, every now and then when you're in your area of wherever you store your processed jars, always look at the color of them. Look around the rims. This is actually a good learning experience this morning. So let's get opening. We're going to open this, and gee, I guess the chickens and the ducks are really going to like their extra breakfast this morning. So, which they've been getting a lot. They've been getting a lot of squash, some cauliflower. Yesterday they got my blueberries when I got done juicing them out. Man, they've just been loving summer. So now today they get green beans. Okay, so, all right, but I want to know your thoughts, and if you've ever had this done to you using pressure canner. This was done in the pressure canner, and it's sealed. As you can tell, it's sealed. It's not leaking. I don't see anything leaking. The beans look okay, but you just got that funky thing going on around the seal. And I am just not digging it. So, we're not keeping this jar. So, okay, let's get it open. And then I can dump it in here. And we'll see how it smells. And you know what? It may not smell too terrible right now because it's only been like 2 weeks ago we did this. So let's see if it has a, you know how when you open your jars you get that sound, that it's okay. But we'll see. How about that? It had a lot of air still in it. Ah, I think I understand. Check it out. And that's a shame. And you know what? The beans smell fine. I think I realize I may not give it to them now anyway. I don't know. Would you? Let me show you what I found out. Check it out. A defective. Check that out. It was a defective seal. Now, when I put that on there, you know, when we were jarring them up to put them in the canner, that was not like that. I would have definitely, you would definitely have noticed that this is defective. Check that out. So somehow, during the heating process, the seal pulled away. Check that out. Pulled away. I'm trying to get a good view of that. Pulled away from your flat part. So this is why it looks like that. So we have our answer. It's not that it did anything terrible as far as siphoning out or anything, because it didn't leak. So we can throw that out the door. So this lid, have you ever had a lid actually do that? Huh? That is so interesting. Wow, look how far apart it is. Look, it even, see, it bends. It pushed it all the way out, and it's still rubbery, you know, kind of like rubbery there. Check that out. But it's way. So, now this is not a ball sealing lid. I'm not sure what brand it was, but can't remember because I use quite a few, especially when there's a shortage. When there's a shortage, you try your best to get ball or Kerr, but you know, sometimes you have to get what you can during a shortage or a price gouge, you know. So, but yeah, check this out. So the question is, I'm glad that it wasn't that it siphoned out or anything during the processing, so that makes me feel better. It's just that it's a bad defective sealing lid. And so the question is, would you keep those? I don't know. I think I'm still going to give them to the chickens because I'm not going to say that this pint of green beans processed properly in the canner. I'm surprised that it even sealed. I'm surprised it didn't even, you know, that it didn't siphon out and that the lid didn't pop off and, you know, fell in the canner. How crazy. This is so interesting. So I think for safety's sake, we're going to go ahead and give this one jar to our chickens to enjoy. And because they don't smell, you know, they're not sour. They smell like regular green beans, but that must have been what I thought I smelled down there. But maybe it was something different. I don't know. Our dogs are down there, so maybe, you know, they're in their kennels, so maybe one of them tooted. Who knows? Could have been anything. But this is what we're doing. We're getting rid of this. We're going to throw this away. And I hope this helped you guys today, because anything interesting that I find interesting or a learning experience, we definitely need to pass on to our fellow canners and people that love to harvest and can their foods. But we always need to go back and keep checking you know, checking our cans, because we never know when we're going to get a bad jar. So anything that you see like that, or a lot of like in fruit, if it turns really brown, you know, you need to check those jars. So just let me know in the comments, hey, have you ever experienced a bad seal like that? And if so, did you keep your jar of what you harvested? Hey, how is your harvest season going? What are you harvesting? Man, I'm trying to do everything. Um, Everything that we like anyway, to get up for the upcoming winter. So let me know what you're canning or dehydrating. We're dehydrating too. So yeah, I think that's a fun thing to do too. So hey, God bless you. Hey, do you guys watch The Chosen? It's a wonderful series, and if you haven't, check it out. Because we are one way and He is another, and we need to be going the right way, and then you'll become the chosen. It's a beautiful series, and God loves you. So, hey, God bless you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Let us know what you're harvesting and canning, and appreciate you coming by, and we hope to see you again on the homestead. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.